Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I will show you how I create this journal spread, and I figured that I would like to paint my own December stems in my journal. I will share the process with you, and this was actually the first time that I worked in this brand new sketchbook. It's a mixed media pocket-sized book with smooth white pages. This book is from the Zeta Series and is from Stillman Birn, which is part of the Clairefontaine Fine Art Collection. Anyway, I bought it at Creative Life, which is a creative event in the Netherlands with a lot of stalls and workshops. In these close-ups you can see the texture of the paper. When I bought it, I figured that it's a wonderful sketchbook to take with you if you are traveling, for instance, because it is quite small and you can carry it along easily. Let's start with the first page. I start with drawing the outlines of the stems, and I used an actual stem for this. I designed this one myself for the holidays. If you are living in the Netherlands, you are able to create your own to make your outgoing envelope look even more festive. It's also quite nice because you are able to design and print your own stems for a special announcement, event or holiday. I was inspired to make this video because each year another illustrator or designer gets to create the December stems for PostNL, which is our national postal service company. And this year the stems are absolutely beautiful. They are made by this Dutch artist, and she created all of the stems by cutting and putting different pieces of paper together, which I think is quite remarkable. And I thought, what would my December stems look like if I would create them myself? Would I create them with Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, or with actual gouache paint? And I just wanted to challenge myself by painting them. Now, I do have to admit that I thought it was quite a struggle to paint the stems because I made them tiny. You would need quite a tiny brush if you would like to add details, but I think it does work as an experiment, and it's definitely a fun way to start a new sketchbook like this. I started by adding my masking tape on the page just to make sure that I will have neat corners in the end. I'm currently painting the background of each stamp, and I choose colors that remind me both of the dark December days and the festive holiday spirit. I think you can never go wrong with painting snowflakes, stars, a Christmas tree, perhaps a mistletoe or ornaments. Or perhaps, if you would like to create your own December stems, you could include all of your favorite food and drinks. I'm just thinking of other ideas while I already finished painting this spread, but it could also be fun to draw your pet. It would be really cute to create and send out stamps with your cat with a Santa hat. I'm just saying. I know that I will probably be able to create many more stems. I probably have enough ideas to fill an entire sketchbook. For this spread, I decided to go for a small house surrounded by snow, a Christmas tree with a lantern close by, a Christmas garland, and some ornaments that you could probably find in the tree. It was really fun to challenge myself to paint this small, and it's definitely a great thing to do if you have no inspiration for your sketchbook or art journal session. Something that you can do to simply fill a page or a part of a page is to create a starry sky. You can do that easily by mixing white paint with some water. You create these dots by using an old toothbrush or a regular paintbrush. You can leave it like that or add a moon or some clouds and trees, which I think is fascinating and pretty simple to do. As you can see, I add a couple of layers for each stamp and I let them dry before I add another layer. I added a wrap present with a ribbon, and of course I could not skip the candy canes. Here I added some last details to finish the stems. I think overall I had a good impression of the paper in this new sketchbook as well. If you are usually working with watercolor paper or structured paper in general, it will take some time to get used to it. I have a feeling that gouache paint stains a little earlier on smooth paper, but that is based on my earlier experience working with this kind of paper. It did not stop me from buying the sketchbook, and so it's not a reason for me to not work on smooth paper anymore. What I like about this sketchbook the most is probably the size, because I can easily take it with me wherever I go. I'm excited to work with watercolors in it as well to see how that will go. I grabbed a couple of color pencils to add even more details. I did not wait long enough to let the paint dry though. Sometimes I can be quite impatient when it comes to painting, but I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial and that you might create your own December stems. I think the holidays are definitely a great time to make more time in your schedule to work on art or journal projects, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye!